This video is for educational purposes only. Whoa!
YouTube. Like I promised, we about to do the real versus the fake, the retail versus the UA. You know, the authentic versus fugazi, whatever you want to call it, man. And y'all know what time it is, man. I know y'all tired of them. I know y'all ready for the military force, but we got one more video to show y'all about these bad boys.
Y'all already know what it is, man. Like I promised, man, we about to get into it, man. Now, y'all already could probably see some color differences off the break about these bad boys. But we're going to have retail side on this side, including that pair back there. Those, they going to get gone today, you know, because I only need one retail. I'm going to stock these and I'm going to rock these probably. But here we go for the reps or the UAs or the flugazis. So, yeah. Y'all already see the box color differences and everything with the cement print. Not looking too shabby. Now, we're going to go ahead to the size tags. Let's bring them up close. See how the Fugazi, it's a little bit more bold. And then the retail, it's a little bit spaced out, a little bit narrower. And then even on this retail pair, it's the same way. You dig. And on the retail pair, if you put your finger like right here where it's like the U is for the, you'll feel a piece of the chip that's supposed to be behind here. And I actually started peeling it off on this pair so you could kind of see it. But I ain't want to mess it up too much. But you see that right there? You see that chip right there? Nike is tracking all their shoes. They's not playing with y'all boys, man. Not playing with y'all boys. So if you feel a little like slight little like pebble right here, that means you have the tracker or the chip, you know, on the back of the tag. Now for this pair, I'm feeling right here, I feel nothing. So let's go ahead and open these bad boys up. This is gonna be my first look at the wraps. I ain't opened them. I just took them out the package from FedEx. So yeah, go ahead and slide these bad boys back so y'all can see what's going on here. All right. So let's do the wrap first, cause sheesh. They boxes is always tight as heck. All right, got that off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it got that wrap smell for sure. I had it upside down. Oh, they had it upside down. Sheesh. Okay. Now this was supposed to be wrapped like this or whatever, but it's cool. Okay. The wraps always come in smaller boxes, by the way. Like the boxes, this one is like the most space because as you can see, it's like a slight space right here. But I got wraps before where the box is literally like the size of the shoe, so like you could barely pull it out. Now off the break, I'm feeling some slight change ups. And this paper is actually supposed to be, look, they got pieces of the box in here. This paper is supposed to be like this, actually. Take a look at the retail page, you're gonna see that. That paper is supposed to be like that, and then it's supposed to go like this, and then boom, like that. Anyway, go ahead and take this one off. Woo! Butter baby. Butter baby. Them things is just nice. Oh, them things is nice. Oh, I love that genuine leather smell. Reps ain't get that down pat yet, but I guess they gonna get there one day. We'll see. All right, man, we gonna put the reptilians over yonder. All right. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take the tag off for you boys and gals. Put these over yonder. Back. So now, as you can go ahead and see already, we're gonna go ahead and do the tag. Now you see how translucent this tag is? You can see my finger sliding. Let's go to this tag. Oh, it's about the same translucentness. Now this part's supposed to be shiny. You see how it's like more of a matte look? When I go to this side, you see how shiny it is? Let y'all see. Boom, boom, boom. See how shiny this is? This one is not as shiny. So that's already a one telltale. Netting is Gucci. Netting is Gucci. Another thing, this part looks longer than this part. Pause. Like, even on top of each other. Like, let's see if I can do them like this. So y'all can have a look-see. But you see how like it looks a little bit longer from this point than the other side. Then, go ahead and look at the, oh yeah, I'm loving this. The midsole. Oh, the midsole. Because remember I showed y'all my other pair last video when I did the retail versus retail and how one of them had this weird, these are the shoes right here that I was wearing that I said these was mine, but I'm gonna sell them now because I cannot get with it. This midsole right here, like in certain lighting, it just looks like ashy. Like I guess they left whoever in LN4, like the LN4 pairs, they have like this weird residue of glue, and like you can actually feel the glue right here. It's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. But it's like I said, it's only in certain lighting you can see it, but it's not popping. Not popping at all. So I'm getting rid of this pair that I wore once. So definitely have to get rid of those. But this is the retail pair I'm keeping, and it actually is smooth. And this one is an LN3. So LN3s are pretty decent. Like I said, they just kind of, the netting can be slightly giveable. But this is not as bad as that Dick's pair I showed y'all last time. So, and I got these for a decent price. So I wasn't too mad at that. Now, I can already see the grays are a different shade. Retail's at the top, has a lighter shade of gray. This one's more of a like a darker, like mixed with beige type of gray. Let's look at these air holes. This is going to be the rep pair. Yes, it has 3. If you see that one right there, and there's 3 like it's supposed to be. But it looks more clear in the retail pair. The rep pair is kind of like, it's hiding back there, that third tower. And you can definitely see like the paint strokes right here are definitely like on point. Now, this one's on point too. Then you can see the leather. They have more of that fire red leather right here from the fire red 4s. It's not as tumbled as the retail pairs. And just the retail pair just feels so buttery smooth at the toe. Let's look at the toe boxes. Speaking of the toes. Retail's on the right. They pretty much look a little similar. This is like less space right here though for the retail than on the rep. And this netting looks a little lighter than this one. And it's definitely more squares on the rep than it is on the retail. Don't take a mad whiz to figure that out. Now, I know I was talking about these lines. I know these differ from pair to pair, but let's go ahead and look at those toe boxes for sure. I'll do the right pair to kind of get a look at it. And this one does have a little mark right here, like people were saying. Even though this is my rep pair, the retail pair didn't have that mark. So I lucked out on that. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at these toe boxes. Rep is on the left, retail's on the right. Try to push it back some so you guys can see it better. You see how this is sloped down? Boom. This is sloped, and then it kind of comes up right there. Like a little bit. Kind of furrows up a little bit right there. But not too bad. And like I said, the retail pairs right here, this one is more tumbled if you look right there. Now, of course, you know, 4s usually have this second stitch line also. And this one has it as well. It actually looks a little more cleaner than the retail. And this netting is good. This is my retail netting. The retail netting is definitely a bit, you know, thicker on this, on the retail pair. You see how mine gives a little bit, and this one is like tight. But like I said, it's a little thicker. These lines are like a little bit thinner. That's probably why they're more squares. Let's go to the insoles. This is the UA pair. This is the retail. They tried to put the sticker, at the bottom like it's supposed to be. They didn't push the shoe paper all the way up. So that's a little bit of an, that might be a reason why the toe didn't look as slanted also. Okay, there it is. See, now the toe looks a little bit more slanted like it's supposed to be because the shoe paper wasn't pushed up all the way. So now you can see that. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the insoles as well, because I know some people wanted me to do that last video and I didn't, so I'm going to definitely fix that this time around. And of course, now some some European UK pairs did have SZs also, but for the most part, for the American pairs, I've seen that the fakes on YouTube have had SZ, I'm tripping. So you see how it says SZ right there? That's the manufacturer. That's usually the manufacturer of what we call UAs over here, but in the UK, they call them just the regular retail pairs, because I've seen people like from the UK, the Philippines and all those areas pick up pairs from actual Nike and Jordan stores, and they had SZ on the manufacturer. So it's actually just really an overseas type of tag, but tag is still different nonetheless. This is the N with the LN3. Then, like I said, this is the SZ. You guys can take a look at that. The production date is still June to August, and this one is July to October. Now, the tongue on the retail is definitely more tumbled. The tongue on the wrap is more of a flat look, like that fire red leather, like I said, like that cheaper leather. The plushiness, retail definitely feels more plushy. Like they tried to go for it, but it's like you can feel like a middle plushiness right here in the retail. Like right here, it's like that middle part is gone. It's still plushy though. Oh yeah, let me stop getting distracted. Okay. Ooh, that's dirty. What is that? All right, so that's the wrap insole. Go ahead and pull out, Go ahead and pull out the retail insole. If my phone stays still. Pull out the retail insole. I hope y'all hit on y'all pairs, man, because they're going up right now. So if you didn't buy, I would definitely buy, like now, because they're going up. All right. Like I said, retail is going to be on the right. Wrap is on the left. For the wrap pair, we have QF8 MS14K. And it says SC, not SZ, but it says men's 14 right here, and it has some serial numbers. It has the little box, and it's filthy, of course. And this one, the retail says AJ11, QF8H, MS14C, big 14 here. Now, I noticed on my other retail pair, it said something different, I believe. Let's go ahead. If this means B grade or what the freak this means. But this is the other retail pair. And this one also says QF8 MS14, like the other retail I have right here. But instead of a 14, it doesn't have a 14 on it. And it looks like a different color. Like this is more white, bone white, and this is more of an off-white. And so is this more of an off-white. So that's kind of weird. And like I said, it has the B grade stamp on it. So I don't know if they put the B grade on it because of that weird glue residue left right here on the midsole, but possibly. Oh yeah, shoe paper. So this is retail shoe paper. Another retail shoe paper, which looks horrible. And this is the UA shoe paper. So this is more of like a brownish color. This is more of like a, like a white or a cement color. So that's the difference there. Like I said, the insoles still have the MS, 14. This says 14D actually, and this one says 14C. As far as the retail insoles go, this one goes back here. This one goes back there. This one goes back here. This one goes back here. Okay. So Let's look at the bottoms. Check out the bottoms of the shoe. Now to me, retails at the top look pretty similar. I don't really see any differences. They did pretty good on that. Even the stars, even though they don't look as defined as they do on the retail, as you see the retail, it looks more defined than the UA. The UA, actually, it looks like the UA is more like of an infrared, while the retail is more of a fire red. I don't know if people are going to pick up on that. This one always has stuff on it. So, anywho, did the air units, did the netting, shoelaces. Of course, all UA pairs, they're going to tie your shoelaces in the front like this. So if your shoes are tied in the front like that and not tied like this, that's also another telltale. So if you get it from sneakers or any other retailer, they should be tied like this, tucked behind the tongue. And they should be go in and out. So it goes out, it goes out, then in. So it goes out through the wing and inside. Theirs, they usually, they did it right this time. But sometimes they'll do inside, then out. So they did it right this time. So I guess they're trying to correct that. Now the leather, this definitely feels cheaper than the retail. The retail's right here on my left. Retail definitely feels better, feels more buttery. There's fake pairs like that fire red leather, like I said. You see the plushiness of the retail. This is definitely stiffer. It's not as soft. And then the cut lines are definitely thicker if you can take a look at that. See the cut lines of the leather on the fake. And then this is the cut lines on the retails, thinner. And they put more tumbling on the inside, which is weird. Well, I guess this pair is tumbled too on the inside. But this pair is just, looks like it's been, it looks like that leather from the Motorsport reverses that basically are this shoe with blue right here, blue right there, and blue right there. This looks like the leather that are on those pairs. And it's like, whoa. So this leather isn't as good. Ugh. Of course, it has that strong glue smell as UAs tend to have. This is the inside of the shoe. Of the fake, and this is the inside of the retail. None of that, blue numbers or crap like that. It's the inside of the other retail. See, none of that blue writing. So yeah, man. Go ahead and do the backs. So the two right here are retail. I just ended up throwing this pair in to freak it. So these two are the retails. This one is the UA. Let you guys look at that. Now the UA looks a little more chunky. I don't know if I'm off on that or if that's just, me, but to me the UA looks more chunky. It looks a bit taller. Make sure they all lined up right. Do the test that you guys like to see. Oh, this one's definitely stiffer. Pause. See, these are more flimsy. And this one's like not giving. And then you can see how these are more defined. The ridges that come on the back part, definitely more defined on the UA than on the retail. The retail is not as defined. Not as defined. So if you see them poking out strong like this, then that's a telltale also. Like I said, the grays are a little bit differently. This one's like more lighter. But the eye does match up with the stitching. Then let's try this UA pair. And yes, the eye does match up with the stitching. So they did that part well. They have the Jordan, Air Jordan upside down. They did the black part nice, like how it hides behind the tongue. Because I know on some retail pairs, you could kind of see some of the red. Like you could see that red sticking up a little bit. Then on this retail pair, they did better with this retail pair. But they definitely did good at putting, the red behind the tongue. So I give them kudos on that. The tongue fluffiness, definitely not as good as the retail. Retail feels more plush. This feels a little cheaper. I haven't tried these on yet. Like I said, when I took them out the box, that was the first time of me taking them out and checking them out. So yeah, they both say SZ as the manufacturer. The leather definitely feels different. It feels cheaper. It just feels like, but the netting is good. I like the netting. I do like the netting. It's not all flimsy and crap. Definitely cool. But as far as everything else, it's just like, I don't know. Are these like a different leather? It seems like the leather is a little darker. And then right here, it's like, it just looks cheaper. I'm not gonna lie to you. But the wings feel about the same. This is both plastic. This one sounds different. A little more stiff. And like I said, the grays are a little off. Retail grays are the same, obviously. But this gray is like a little off. If you can see these grays and then see how this gray is like a little off. But yeah, as far as that, the heel part looks a little, looks a little wider, I would say. So yeah, I'm going to be wearing this Fugazi pair. And actually the left tongue looks a little more tumbled than the right tongue. That right tongue just looks like that fire red leather. But the retails all have the good leather on both pairs. So, you know, that's a telltale also. Like I said, no one's going to know if you're actually just wearing the shoe. No one's going to be like, oh, he has on UAs. Because you have to, like, be up and close and personal with them. And, like, see certain things. Because certain things are going to differ even from retail to retail. Like, even right here, it looks like it's a little tighter with the stitching. And how on the retail, it's a little more space-giving here. Even on this retail, it's a little more space-giving. Like I said, leather feels cheaper for sure. So that's a telltale. Like I said, it just has that other leather from the motorsport, reverse motorsport. So if you guys don't mind that cheaper leather and just want a dogger pair that have pretty much the same shape, by all means, go and grab yourself a pair of these. I'll drop my guy's information in the description. Like I said, this is for educational purposes only. So, just to give you guys some info so you guys won't be getting duped out there. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys got your pairs and stay locked in. Stay safe, stay blessed.